Morning everyone, how are you today? My name's Eva, I'm the director of the Scottish Yarn Festival and the Scottish Show Producer Showcase. The festival returns to Perth at the Dewar Centre on the 9th and 10th of September. Tickets are available now from our website and we would definitely recommend buying them in advance as much as you can. Today I'm hoping I will be joined by Lola from Third Vault Yarns to have a little chat. So there we go. Just waiting for a connection now because I think we've both sent each other invites at exactly the same time. There we go. Morning, Lola. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing not too bad for being a Monday morning and not sufficiently caffeinated. Things seem to be
I hear
going
that.
fairly well. Fairly well, but let's not jinx it because the rest of the week is listening.
Yep.
And how are you settling into Scotland? So for those of you who don't know, Lola has joined our lovely country up here.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. The weather is interesting.
Yeah, that's one way of describing it.
But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far.
That's good. It's a different kind of weather, and I think depending where in Scotland as well, it kind of varies. I think roughly where you are, it's more of a dampness in your bones kind of
Yeah,
cold. Would
it's
that be a
definitely
yeah?
very humid right now, and I was like not expecting that.
It's so lovely to have you on this side of the border, though. Definitely. I'm quite liking seeing the mass exodus of indie dyers coming up to Scotland. I'm going, come on, come join us, my beauties. You're welcome here. So no, it's lovely to see. We're kind of your local yarn festival now, which is fabulous.
Yeah, which
So
is very
for those of
exciting.
you who are joining this morning from my side and don't know who you are, Lola, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Okay, so I am Lola from Third Vault Yarns. Third Vault Yarns is it's a yarn company, but that's started to cover so much more. But we dye yarns that are inspired by science fiction and fantasy themes because I'm a massive geek and I love sharing that with everybody. I also design knitting patterns and I design lots of little things in fabric and all of those things.
You do all the
Yes.
things. I think one of the favourite things that you've done, and I had the great honour of being a test knitter and sample knitter for, was
Yes.
an almost like a choose your own adventure shawl pattern. And I think you dyed half the yarn, and Gamer Crafting had dyed half the
Yes.
yarn. And then I got this bundle of mini skeins and things to do this shawl, and the post is like, oh, it's fabulous. I loved that. I loved the entire concept, all of it.
Yes, I think that one was launched at the Scottish Yarn Festival in its previous iteration, like
I
some
think
years
it might have
ago.
done.
Yes, yes, yes.
But I did,
So that one
did
was Planet Terror. So
mhm. And I'll need to get some photos at some point because I never got any photos done, which is always the downfall. I spent all that time doing something and it's, oh yeah, it's like, no, this needs to go in the post. It's like you forgot to take photos.
of course.
So what we're doing with these little lives is we are asking the vendors to kind of just highlight three things that cannot be missed from your stall. So obviously you don't want to miss a thing, but if you had to choose three, what those three are, and then who you don't want to miss at the festival.
Okay, so I'm going to start with who I don't want to miss because
Okay.
it's going to be so yarnalicious because I am obsessed with her bags.
Okay, she's not coming this year.
No, oh no.
No.
Well,
you're
I
no,
didn't
you're the
miss her
second
last
person
year.
to do this.
I didn't miss her last year. So I
No.
I, uh, I got bags last year, but then it'll have to be Dina. Dina's home crafts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes lovely patterns, and and lots of yarn, and I really enjoy like her style as well, which is quite different from mine. So
Mhm.
it's always fun.
No, she's definitely here. She's sized up this year, so she's gone from a double to a triple
Oh,
stall. You are
for the
not going to
lots.
miss where she is in the marketplace at all. It's really
Okay,
exciting.
so there's lots to see there. Well, I definitely won't be able to miss it then.
No, I just think it's hilarious because you're the certain person to do that. It's like, yeah, not this year.
No,
We just don't.
because I was talking
Sometimes we
to
mix it
her.
up.
It's because I was talking to her earlier this year, and we've collaborated on a yarn club just recently. So I was like, oh, and I got the bags, and I was just like, I love this. I love it so much. I can't show you because it's still arriving to club members, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
fabric, so I designed the fabric for all of my yarn clubs for my adventurous backpack, and I really love the design. It's inspired by Shadow and Bone, and I'm obsessed.
That's fabulous. And you know, E is a fantastic sewist. She
Mhm.
really, really is a product, are good quality. It's just due to circumstances she wasn't able to apply this year. So
So
it's nothing more than that. No yarn dramas here. Well, not on that side. But I think hopefully she might be able to kind of pop through
yeah,
as a visitor this year, which would be lovely to see her. But yeah. Okay, so that's who you don't want to miss. What have you
yep.
got that you can show us?
I can show you. Well, so this set has been out for a little bit, but it'll be kind of its first proper debut in person. So it's this fade that I've got going on here. Yarn form.
Ooh, that is gorgeous.
Stars Abound, Stories Untold, and Norn, which are part of the Worlds Beyond set. So, yeah, inspired by my new favorite podcast. It's an actual play series, and it's just so good, so good. So, yeah, it's this faith set, which is one of the things that I think you definitely shouldn't miss at the stand. But also, also, I am launching a new collection at Perth. Like, yes, it's going to be the first in-person debut, and the first time we're actually going to be seeing it. And there may also be a pattern involved. Maybe. But yeah. So the first colorway for that new collection is this one, which is called City Without a Map, and that is inspired by the book Blackfish City, because the entire collection is inspired by speculative solar punk, post punk, post-apocalyptic fiction, which is very like, which is also kind of my jam.
Because
So
it's ticking all your boxes, isn't it?
yeah, and it's the collection is essentially about saying, hey, my books, well, also buy yarn, but buy books, support your local library, because at the trajectory we're going, we may not have them for very much longer. But
Yeah,
yeah, so
our local library, it changed hands, so it used to be completely owned by the council up until a
yeah,
few years ago when Perth went and put themselves forward for the City of Culture bid. And as
mhm,
part of that, they decided to kind of make the libraries and the museums charitable. Charitable, so I don't quite know the
yeah,
quite right way to phrase it, but like basically charitable status.
yeah,
So they do get partly funded by the council, but they're also now relying on
donation.
people donations, kind of public funding to do that, and you just think, oh my goodness. In a way, it's good because it gives them more freedom that they can kind of choose things like they want. Because I doubt that we would have got the Louise Bourgeois uh, exhibitions and things like that. There's certain things that I've seen and gone, well, if that was completely council owned, that definitely wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
But at the same point, you know, it's a really sad state of affairs to see. So absolutely support your local libraries
yeah.
where you can,
And
people.
I mean, even if you don't need to use it, just get a library card. Library cards are free.
Yes.
And when you get one, it basically tells it gives the library numbers to go back and say, hey, we have these many people on the books and funding, and also they have ebooks and audiobooks and everything that you can access online now. So it's really accessible, and it contributes to making libraries and stuff accessible to people that don't have the funds to buy books. So support your local
Yeah,
library.
definitely. But I love all the sort of the cools and the warm tones that you've got mixed all together there. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna have to go and check out your art inspo for that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, but Blackfish City is such a lovely. Well, obviously it's a post-apocalyptic book, but it's got these themes of hope and connection, as well as loss, and there's a bit of revenge and violence. But it tackles like quite a lot of issues. Like I guess there is some disease as well, but it's very it's just a really beautiful book. So I would heartily recommend it to everyone. But yeah, so those are two things: the Worlds Beyond set, the first colorway in the Lost Bookshop, and there will probably be one or two more colorways coming. I just have to get them dyed. And finally, just a just a relaunch of well, a restock of one of my older collections, which is the Silver Book collection. So you've got Dragon Scales and There Be Monsters, but I think you probably used something similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say that looks awful familiar.
Yeah. So relaunching those and a couple of solids. But yeah. So
No,
those are the
that's
things to check out.
so fabulous. So yeah, definitely sort of I was going to say that that whole sort of geeky fandom bookish thing is, you know, if that's your jam, you definitely want to go to Thirlvault Yarn's stall. But I think what I quite like about you is you get fandoms that you see replicated an awful lot, or the
Mm-hmm.
same inspo that's used all the time. And there's a reason for that because it's pop culture, you know, pop coming from
Yeah.
popular. So, you know, not throwing shade on anyone at all, but what I really like about what you do is it's really quite niche. You know, you are kind of casting your net much broader, bringing in sort of fandoms, inspiration that maybe other people would kind of pass by, maybe not focus on quite so much. And definitely that bookish connection, I think, kind of
Yeah.
resonates very
Yeah, I
much,
mean,
very much with
my
me.
big thing is I want to share pretty yarn with you all, but I also kind of want to get you all into my hobbies.
Yeah.
And share all my books, loves and things. So I have people to talk about it with. But
Yeah,
yes,
that's definitely a brilliant tagline. I think you need to use that more.
but yes.
Oh no, that's fabulous. We are so looking forward to welcome you to the festival
I'm
this coming
looking
year.
forward
So
to doing that.
it's going to be weird because Lola actually ended up coming and joining us last year, but you were a booth buddy with Cross, weren't you?
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
was. I came to check it out on like ahead of me moving up here.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a lovely show, and I'm really excited to be part of it this year.
I'm really, really looking forward to kind of welcoming you back because we're welcoming you back, but just in a different capacity. It's going to be fantastic, and just delighted to be kind of like helping to showcase your yarns there.
Yeah.
So, if you can't wait until the festival or you're unable to be with us in person, please do go on to the Thirlvault website. You've got your own website as opposed to
Yes,
Etsy, don't you? Okay.
red.yarns.com.
So go onto the website. If you're making a purchase, please do just leave a little customer note saying that, you know, you've seen the live, this is what's inspiring you to go make this purchase right now. Because as our vendors know, it's not always about the sales on the day, and it can be quite difficult to track where your income streams are coming from. So it doesn't cost you anything apart from an extra couple of moments of your time to do that, but it's so appreciated by both of us. So yes, obviously we want you to come to the festival, but we know it's not feasible for everyone, so that is an option. And we will get this loaded up onto the grid now and onto our YouTube channel as well. So
Exciting. Okay.
I will let you get on with your day because it's a Monday morning. There's so much to be done, particularly this close to a show. So we really appreciate you taking the time out to have a wee chat with me this
Yeah,
morning, Lola.
no problem. It's been fun.
Okay, I will speak to you soon, and I'll see
Yes.
everyone else later on. Bye bye for
Bye.
now. Bye.